they keep talking about integrity of the game. I want to know, like, what's the irreparable moment? Because now we've had players bet on NFL games, including their own.
Right.
Now,
did Calvin Ridley bet that his team would win?
So far, we do not know of any players betting against their own interests, either
right.
personally or their team. So they're betting on themselves or they're betting on their teams, right? So is the breach, the real breach, the irreparable harm to the integrity of the game, that's going to be when one player bets against himself or against his team, right? That's it.
Right.
And you never come back from that, right? Because once it happens, a thief doesn't get caught the first time he steals, okay? So if that happens, that's it, right?
I thought it was interesting. I mean, Goodell at his press conference was asked specifically if he knew how many employees had been part of a punishment cycle. I believe his answer was he thought 25.
25, yeah.
And I thought that was a pretty staggering
number.
Hell
yeah. I was like, damn, that's a lot.
I give him credit for answering the question because I didn't think he would, and shout out Kalen Kaller for asking it. What I will say is the way he answered it, it was unclear to me whether 25 had been terminated, which is the most severe option, or 25 had been disciplined in some way, maybe some warned, some terminated.
I get the 1-year suspension for players who bet on the game, but they bet for themselves. Like, you're betting for your team to win. I get that there is that's not a good look. You shouldn't be betting on it at all. It's bad. So you get a 1-year suspension, right? Like, I get that. To me, though, I think it should be spoken into existence right now by Roger. If we ever catch you betting on the product and you bet against your team, you're done. You're never walking into you're going to be banned from stadiums. Like, you're never going to be able to walk into any NFL building. Like, you're done for good. They've never said that. So that's something I would definitely like to have addressed at some point.
Yeah, and the last thing I'll say in fairness to them is that I imagine an element of why they were asking for questions in advance, even though I disagree with them doing it, is that is less about like the PR and more about the legality, because there are some like shaky legal waters with sports gambling, Vegas, etc.
Yeah, there are shaky legal waters, but that should be very clearly defined by now for the NFL and for Roger.